On this hand, as south, Toby opened one diamond. And then there was a takeout double, which for some reason this partnership alerted as maybe weak, but it wasn't weak at all. Nevertheless, with 10 or more points, I automatically redoubled. A corollary of that action says that if you make a bid other than redouble here, you're generally showing less than 10 high card points, and that bid is not forcing. So one diamond double redouble, and his partner immediately made the cheapest bid they could to show a preference, a 4-card suit, one heart. Toby went ahead and passed that around to me because he wasn't in a hurry to try and play some sort of minor suit contract. He wants to get input from me. And I've got 11 high card points and 4 hearts, so I went ahead and doubled for penalty. The theory behind this is if we have the balance of the high card points, his 12 and my 11 is 23, leaving the opponents with 17. Either we'll score a bunch of roughs, or if we can draw their trump and play this hand in no trump, we're going to prevail. So, Toby, with only a minimum 12 count, was happy to leave it in, and I had no assurance that we were even going to make a game on this hand. This was an imp game as well. So Toby's on lead. He went ahead and led the king of diamonds, and I couldn't afford to show count. I just had to play a small diamond. So Toby doesn't necessarily know the whole situation here. It may not be a good idea to continue diamonds yet. It doesn't look like his diamond trick is going away. So Toby went ahead and led the 9 of spades to see if there was some sort of spade tricks to play. Clubs obviously is unattractive because his queen is in the slot. It's between the king and the jack. So there's not much future in the club suit. So we go after the spades, declare wins, I show count, and declare plays a diamond. Now is my chance to hop up on this. So now I very well could have been, rather than 3 small, just could have been queen 3 now. And this is allowed to hold. Well, I went ahead and cashed the queen of spades to continue getting our spade trick set up. And given that Toby had led the 9 and then played the 7, there's a fair chance that he could be playing from a doubleton. So now declare plays some trump, but he doesn't have very good trump to attack with. It went 2, 6, 3, 7 over to Toby. So Toby now played a small diamond, and even though declare has the high diamond now on this trick, it doesn't really do him any good. So he goes ahead and pitches a club. I score a rough. Now I went ahead and cashed my good spade, found out that indeed Toby was a doubleton. He'd run out of them, and he played a discouraging 4 of clubs. We play odd even, so he doesn't have the ace of clubs when he plays that card, unless he has a signaling problem. And so let's go ahead and see if we can get a rough here, and we do. Declare is just in a bad situation, and his trump aren't very good. Now Toby goes ahead and plays the ace of diamonds and gives me a rough, and I still knew my club wasn't going anywhere. I went ahead to draw trump, but the ace of clubs would be the last trick for us. But we finished with 8 tricks, and the opponents had 5 tricks, so we scored plus 500 on this board and won almost 9 imps on this hand because very few people made game. There were a lot of par scores on this hand, and so obviously plus 500 is a really good score. So don't be afraid to double the opponents in low-level contracts. Redoubling anytime you have 10 points is a way to locate these opportunities. And we generally would go ahead and double the opponent's suit if either of us has a halfway decent 4-card suit. If not, we're free to make a bid of some sort to describe our hand using our own judgment. Time to double another low-level contract. So my partner, also named Richard, opened a club. It went double, and again, with 10 or more points, I redoubled. And again, one heart was the opponent bid. The only 4-card suit other than clubs he was holding. Now, my partner made a voluntary bid of 1 spade and let them off the hook, gave them a chance to stay out of the auction. And West made a terrible decision to bid 2 hearts. You see, when West doubles, he pretty much gets the strength and shape of his hand off his chest with 1 bid. So there's not really a great reason now, especially after the redouble, to bid 2. You need to have a better hand, maybe with some extra length or some shape, some distribution. This hand has no reason to bid again, and with 4 hearts, I promptly set about to punish them. My partner went ahead and led his stiff jack of hearts. Again, if we can draw their trump and turn this into a no trump game, the opponents aren't going to stand a chance. He went jack, queen, king. I went ahead and drew another trump. Partner trying to put in a standard encouraging club card there. Declare does not draw a trump. Declare is going to try the finesse, and he's going to try and play on spades. If he wants any hope of roughing a spade, he might try it now, but he's gonna see if the diamond works, and it does work. And now he goes about playing on spades. Again, it does him no good to draw a trump. His only hope is to rough a spade. And my hope is that he doesn't get to rough spades because we have good spades. So I draw another trump. He wins that, and he goes to the board with a diamond and plays a club. I win that. So we can go get about the business of drawing all the last trumps. Now we're down to a no trump contract, and as you can see, he doesn't have any of the remaining high cards. We're going to win the rest of the tricks here. We have the high clubs. We have this high spade here, high diamond, high spade. So again, if your opponents are weak and they have trumps, a lot of times it's better off to draw the trump so they can't rough their losers.